Postseason baseball, a Texas Twitter war gets ugly, and a rapid fire sure to make your stomach turn. This is College Crossfire.
Where the hell's the rest of it?
Where's the rest of it?
Taylor's not even here to defend himself.
I'm so excited. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the exclusive sports debate show live from the 40 Acres. It's College Crossfire. I'm your host, Reese Miller. Glad to be here with you and incredibly excited to have you with us. Let's go ahead and meet our exciting panel of sports knowledge tonight. To my right, defending champ Madelyn Myers got off to an excellent start last week. 1-0 in your career. Very difficult feat to accomplish, but you did it. You're back for week 2.
Looking for a back-to-back win.
Nice. We got Joe Morris right next to the right of Madelyn. Joe brings some, you wanted me to call you Flava Flav, but I couldn't do the cool way you say it. Say it one more time for us.
Flava Flav.
That's it. That's what. I can't do that, but that's how I wanted to introduce you. And Luqman Adeniyi is on with us. Nailed it that time.
There you go. You got it.
Morris, but it counts, and we're great to have you guys with us. Should be fun. All right, let's get into it. The Texas Longhorn football team suffered yet another embarrassing loss this weekend at the hands of Gary Patterson and the TCU Horned Frogs. After the first quarter, the Longhorns were down 30-0 and ultimately lost the game 50-7. The Longhorns are now 1-4 on the season and are on pace for their worst defensive performance in team history. What is going so wrong with this Texas football team, and can it be fixed? I feel like we're beating a dead horse here, guys, but we got to talk about it. Madelyn, we'll start with you.
Just about everything is wrong with this team. The defense is on pace to give up more rushing yards per game, passing yards per game, and points per game than any defense in school history. The scoring offense and total offense aren't that far from last year's really low totals. But it can be fixed. It's a young team. They need to gain more experience. And they need to get leads early. They need to get a big play for a touchdown, maybe a turnover in the beginning, just to get some momentum going.
Texas trailed early in every game except for their one win against Rice. Jill, what do you think? Can this thing get turned around, and what's going on?
I think we can turn around, but for right now, the offense just can't score at all. The defense is giving up points. Special teams is a whack. It can't hit field goals, can't punt. But I think we can turn it around. Then we started out 1-2 just 2 years ago, and we turned it around and finished 8-4. So I think we can make it happen.
All right, so reliving the 2013 Texas football team that was Baylor went away from a Big 12 title, 0-2 in the Big 12 to start, but certainly still possible. Luqman, first time on College Crossfire. What do you think? Can Texas get this thing headed back in the right direction? What's going on?
Well, I'm hoping they can do it. I'm a Longhorn fan. I'm there for the team. I'm hoping they can win. But, like they said, the defense isn't doing what they need to do. They're not stopping the ball. They're making it worse for the offense. They can't get the ball, have some momentum going, and go down the field and score. So without the defense stepping up, the offense can't step up and score. Also, they're just not a team. They're not together. So really a leader is going to have to step up and rally all the guys together and get them to do something.
Luqman, you won me over. You're getting the point for question 1. I think the team thing is a perfect segue into our next question. So Luqman gets the start 1 versus 0-0. But before we go into our next question, we do want to mention that Bevo 14 will not be attending the Oklahoma Red River game this weekend. He is in critical condition. We want to send out our thoughts to Bevo 14, hoping for a quick recovery. Been the live mascot at Texas football games for the last 12 seasons. He's in 2 national championships, and we wish him well soon. On to question 2. Media Monday made waves this week, beginning with safety Dylan Haynes saying, quote, "The freshmen just want to go and play." I think that's why, with many freshmen, a lot of the freshmen in high school don't have to watch film if you're recruited at that level. You don't have to go out there and put in the extra work. They just want to go out and play on Saturday. They don't want to put in the work on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We go out there and practice, but you can just go through the motions in practice, or you can't practice. Freshman defensive end Charles Omenehu and wide receiver DeAndre McNeil took to Twitter to share their thoughts as well, calling out Dylan Haynes, saying they needed to act like more of a team. Throwing shade, you might say, after 3 team meetings, guys, in 8 days. What do you think of this locker room, and is it possible that they can recover and bend together off this? And Joe, we'll start with you.
They just got to put all the drama and the disappointment from this season behind them. Going into a huge rivalry game against Oklahoma, anything's possible. They can come up and win.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it, short and simple. Luqman, this team seems to be falling farther and farther apart, but is there a way they can bend back together and maybe almost unite this squad back to where it needs to go?
Take the Twitter away. Take all the social media, the craziness. You know, they need to learn how to have a public profile. That's part of being in college. You know, your players, you know, everything you say, everything you do is going to be put out there in the media. And by having, again, it's the team thing. By having all this out there, you know, you're giving this bad image, and then the player is going to feel that same way. So, you know, they need to come together and just figure out as a team. And I think they just need to have some, maybe they need some adversity that they have all together. You know, Coach Strong just needs to run them, make them do bear crawls, make them run on the track, make them run on the street, and then they got to come together and realize we're going to keep running unless we figure out and fix this shit. You know?
I'm with you. You sound like you could definitely, if there is a head coach vacancy, maybe Luqman for Texas head coach.
Yeah.
I'm down. Madelyn, what do you think?
You know, again, they are a young team. Like he said, they need to learn. But they cannot have another game like they had this past weekend. They need to show steady improvement each game moving forward, get better at something each and every game. But, you know, they need to show that they're learning. I really think that this weekend, the rivalry game, will unite them because it unites the school. So
It does. Rivalry weekend. Maybe if Texas can somehow put it to win together this weekend, everything else may be partially forgotten. Madelyn, you're going to get the point, although I do agree with the Twitter. Take it away, get it out, especially during halftime. Guys, as Texas continues to struggle, other former powers are fighting their way back. Michigan and Florida, who have both scuffled, along with Texas in recent seasons, are now both ranked in the top 20 and have combined one loss between them. Looking at their example, can Texas follow that, hit the reset button like these two programs? And if so, when is that destined to happen? Florida has come from nowhere all the way up to a number 11. Michigan has soared after their one loss to Utah up to number 18. Texas was grouped with these teams not too long ago. Now they seem to be really by themselves, maybe with Tennessee. Luqman, what do you think? Is this something they can learn from, and when do they do it?
I mean, I have faith in Coach Strong. He's a powerful man. He's got values. He can get this team on the right track. You know, hopefully with the younger guys that he has now, he can get them to step up as leaders later on. And then, you know, with his recruits too that he gets over the years, I mean, hopefully he's able to get some good ones, even though, you know, a lot of them are getting lost to TCU and A&M and all those other schools. But, you know, that's the way he's going to do it. It's going to take a while for them to get back on track and be able to come back.
You mentioned recruiting. Brady Hoke setting things up for Michigan. Number 6 class in 2012, number 8 in 2013. Obviously more to work with than what Charlie Strong has or appears to have right now. Madelyn, what do you think?
Again, like we talked about last week, this is Charlie Strong's style. It will take a while for him to completely tear down the program like it is now and rebuild it. Again, this is a young team, but I think that Texas can get back to the great Texas football team that everyone knows and that's.
The great one, not just good. You think they can get back to
Vince
great?
Young, Colt McCoy, those eras.
So
they can get back
the
to great.
second part of the question, when do you think that comes?
It's going to take a while. Rebuilding a team and getting it like it was 05, it's going to take a while.
We'll see if Coach Strong gets a while. Maybe one of the questions involved in that. Joe, what do you think?
I think we got a good future. We got some good recruits coming in, got some good quarterbacks, a lot of inexperience on the freshmen, and but next year they'll be good. They'll get some experience. They should be good for next year.
So you think next year they're already going to be good? I'll tell you what thing about this this panel right here. A group of positive people is a refreshing thing to see on College Crossfire. So you think as soon as next year they can be good?
Not like elite or anything, but like, you know, we'll stop losing these close games against like Oklahoma and stuff. Like, we should be good for next year.
Oh, we'll see if they can continue to prove this season heading into next year. Guys, 1 round complete. While 2 still remain, we'll take a break and grab our bats for baseball chatter. Up next. Thanks for keeping it tuned to College Crossfire. Here's how our scores look heading into round 2. Madelyn, Joe, Luqman, all tied with 1 point apop. I forgot to mention, Joe, I didn't give you credit last time. You gave me the strong answer, and you get the point. Your first point on College Crossfire, so you guys are all tied at 1. Heading into round 2, guys, Major League playoffs are officially underway. The Houston Astros shut out the New York Yankees last night to move into the American League Division Series. Right now, as we speak, the Chicago Cubs are up 4-0, battling with the Pittsburgh Pirates to see who will play the St. Louis Cardinals in the NLDS. Guys, who do you think wins this wild card game, and how do you assess their chances of advancing perhaps beyond the series with St. Louis? Madelyn, we'll go with you.
I picked the Cubs over the Pirates. They have better pitching. Jake Arrieta started tonight, and I heard he's doing pretty well.
Right now, up 4-0.
Hasn't given up a run in his last 3 starts. One of those games against the Pirates. So I picked the Cubs. And then going forward, playoffs are about pitching. So I think if the Cubs win tonight, they'll be good to go.
So the St. Louis Cardinals, most wins in baseball overall. Cubs finished with the number 3 mark in wins. So do you think the Cubs can challenge the Cardinals, teams they struggle against in the regular season?
I think it'll be a good game. I think the Cubs have improved. I think it'll be a good game. But I think I've had to pick St. Louis now.
St. Louis? Mm-hmm. They'll certainly be favored in the NLDS heading. That starts on Friday. Joe, what do you think? Cubs right now up 4-0. Do you think they close this out here first off, and how far do they have a chance to go?
Well, Steve Bartman's not at the game this year, so the Cubs will probably win. But I think for going down the stretch, they run right into the Cardinals the next week. So they can't play Arrieta only like once or twice. So they'll probably lose in 4 games to the Cardinals.
Wow, only 4 games. Excellent. Certainly a buzzsaw in the St. Louis Cardinals, but definitely a good chance to win that game tonight. Luqman, I know you're a baseball guy, so what do you think about the Cubs moving forward if they're able to close this game out?
Well, I mean, I think the Cubs can take it. They can win the series. They're playing more they're playing for the town. They're playing because the Cubs haven't won it in 100 years?
1908.
1908. So there's a lot more on the diamond than what everybody can see, So I think the Cubs can take it. They're gonna
Applause there. How about that? All right, Luqman, you got the applause. You get the point. To take a 2-1 lead. I think they have a shot, certainly with the pitching. And by the way, 0-8 in the postseason since the Steve Bartman game. So trying to break something legendary tonight, guys. Time for some predictions as we look ahead to our World Series matchups. Crystal Ball. The divisional series will begin this Thursday with the Blue Jays and the Rangers, the Astros, Royals, and Friday the Cardinals and the wild card winner, the Cubs or the Pirates, will face will face off along with the Mets and the LA Dodgers. Guys, series best of 5 in this. What is your World Series matchup, and who's able to advance as the World Series champion in 2015? Joe, what do you think? Got a lot of cool stories to choose from here.
I like the Blue Jays and the Cardinals. I think the Blue Jays are a deep team. They got some good pitching. They got Tulo back from injury. But and the Cardinals, they're playing in the National League. The Mets aren't that good. They're young. The Dodgers always choke in the playoffs, so yeah, they should easily make it in.
Easily,
easily.
I'll tell you what, I love the bold predictions, although I have to call you out on one thing. We have not seen too many Ranger jerseys on this set, and we see a Rangers jersey now, and yet you're picking the Blue Jays over the Rangers. Do tell me about that.
I think the Blue Jays ultimately win in 5 games. They're a bad matchup for Texas. They give up a lot of home runs and everything, which is what the Blue Jays thrive on. So I think they'll win.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. We may go into some negative points range for that one, just because it's back on your loyalty. But I'll give you the rest of the point to think about it. Luqman, what do you think?
See, I'm going to teach him something about loyalty.
I'm
going to go for my Rangers. I don't care who they're playing. I'm not even going to say no matchup. Rangers all the way. I'm going for them. Let's go. I want it. Bring it home, baby.
All right, Rangers are bringing it home. Excellent. So I got to ask you, I know they're going to win, according to you, but who do they play in the World Series?
Who do they play?
I suppose it doesn't even matter.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. I'm just like, it doesn't matter. I'm going for Rangers. That's all.
All right, so you got the least loyal person in the yard, the most loyal. Madelyn, I'm guessing you're somewhere in between.
No, I've got loyalty. I'm from the Houston area.
Loyalty, okay.
I'm taking the Astros versus the Mets. Astros win it. Sometimes young, motivated teams want to prove something that can go deep, and they have good pitching, great bullpen. Astros.
I gotta tell you, for some, we're supposed to be unbiased sports journalists, and that was about the most unbiased panel that I have ever seen. So guess what? No one's getting a point. We're just gonna move on from that question entirely. Guys, tell me how you want. Guys, while it doesn't feel like it, we are officially at the quarter mark of the NFL season. The Patriots, Falcons, Panthers, Bengals, Broncos, and Packers remain as the only undefeated teams in the league. The Lions are the only winless team. It's time to hand out your quarterly report cards for your best NFL team so far and your worst NFL team to this point. Luqman, we'll go with you.
All right, so I would say best. I'm gonna mosey on past the Patriots, and I'm gonna go for the Packers. The Packers, they haven't been turning up. They don't turn over the ball. They have the great defense. I mean, they have the great offense. They got a good defense. You know, that's the team that I think is number one, best team right now.
Okay, so you've got Packers. So that's your best team. Who's your worst team?
Best team, the worst team. All the teams in Florida. Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa Bay. They ain't going nowhere. I don't know what's happening down there, but hey. They're all at the bottom for me.
Hey, the callers too. Miami struggling as well. Okay, so anywhere from Florida, you're way out on. You're all in for. So you got Wisconsin and Texas on your side. Just whatever you do in your future job, do not go to Florida. It will not go.
Hey, I do like Miami. I do like Miami for the Cuban.
There are some positive things. Just not sports teams. All right, we'll keep it real then, and move on to Madelyn. Who's your best and who's your worst?
The best is Green Bay.
Green Bay. We got two for the Packers.
They have Aaron Rodgers, of course, one of the greats, future Hall of Famer. They also have Clay Matthews. Is he going to play outside linebacker? Is he going to play inside linebacker? He's confusing opponents. The defense has 13 sacks over the last 2 weeks. Green Bay, all the way.
Green Bay all the way. Who's your worst team that's going nowhere?
San Francisco.
Really, the 49ers.
Colin Kaepernick has failed to score a passing touchdown in 3 of the last 4 games. They're actually wondering if Blaine Gabbert should start. That's how you know it's bad. The 49ers are outscored 110-45 on the season. And there's also the Carlos Hyde injury. He got injured week 2, kind of threw him off week 3. So after losing Frank Gore, he was going to come in, but it's kind of looking shaky for him.
Very much so. So you got Packers, you got 49ers. By the way, Blaine Gabbert couldn't get much better because he was drafted by one of those Florida teams, Jacksonville Jaguars. So that's how you know. Joe, we need a best team and we need a worst team from you.
I'm going to have to go with the Packers for a third time. They got
all in the Packers. No Patriots, no Broncos, no Falcons, Panthers. I'm surprised, but continue.
Aaron Rodgers can't be stopped. He's a machine. He's he's single-handedly bringing them to the playoffs this year. But I think for the worst team, you got to go with the Bears. They can't. Their run defense is awful. Trent Richardson could run for 200 yards against them. I think aside from this fluke loss to the Raiders this year, or fluke win against the Raiders this year, they're going to go 2-14 tops this year.
2-14 tops. Okay, guys. So I've got your best and your worst. Now, any of you guys can jump in here and try to win the point. Maybe give me a team that's laying in the weeds, that's ready to pounce up and be a contender and join maybe the best in the rankings.
Eagles, for sure.
Eagles at 1-3.
Yep, they got their game back from the division lead. Like, their O-line needs some work, but, I mean, they can bring it together. Bradford's just got to be better. DeMarco's got to execute. Their defense is solid. They only gave up, 6 points to Tony Romo. The rest was, on a botched field goal, or a botched punt, and on a garbage time TD. They're a good team. They got a good defense. They can go far if they bring everything together.
You weren't loyal with the Rangers. You're loyal with the Eagles. I'm kind of trying to figure out where you are here, Joe. Anybody else have a team that's maybe waiting to jump up and join the elite?
I don't know. I'm hoping for the Cowboys to do something, but
okay.
It's always here and there for them.
Right, Madelyn, you got anybody?
I'm thinking our list of losing teams, they're going to stay losing.
Okay, simple enough logic. Joe, I will say, even though I'm not an Eagles guy, you did bring an under-the-radar team, so you're going to get the point as we head into rapid fire, guys. Anything can happen. Up next, 2 rounds are done. A Red River rapid fire awaits. Coming your way next. Please don't go anywhere.
There we go.
Welcome back to the 40 Acres and to College Crossfire. It's just about time to decide a winner, but before we do, let's take a look at our scoreboard. To my right, Madelyn with 1 point, Joe and Luqman each with 2 points, heading into a Red River rapid fire. I nailed it that time. Second time that counts. Guys, just so everyone knows how this works, points are now doubled. There is no order, so I'll ask the question. Anybody can jump in, and we'll award you 2 points for the best answer. Got it? Here we go. All right, guys, this time of year, only one thing is on the mind of Texans: fried food and Texas OU weekend. While the game might sour this weekend, the food likely won't disappoint. This year, new foods will include chicken fried lobster and even bacon margaritas. So it's up to you to put your chef hats on and decide what delicious fried treat would you concoct. I need your chef hats on and any kind of food that you think could win maybe a Big Tech's Choice Award.
Wow.
And look
Fried
at something
chicken.
Really wow me here.
Fried chicken, like inside of a burger or something, like, you know, like, and then inside of a pizza, like, it's just like a huge thing, like it's rolled
Okay.
up and like
Okay, so we got fried chicken inside of a burger
rolled up in a pizza.
rolled up in a pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm honestly in. I'd try it.
What's fried pizza like?
I don't know.
Sure.
So you got fried pizza. We got. Was your pizza fried also?
Yeah, it's also fried.
Okay,
Everything's
it's
Oh.
fried. So you
Just
got
dip
fried.
it in.
It's fried.
So you just dip it all in.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome so far. Luqman,
All right.
what do you got?
I got my chef hat on now.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna have like a steak fillet, cut it up, got some jalapenos with some cheese, fry that mug. There you go. That's it.
Boom. That's
Like,
pretty awesome.
Fry, like, just everything there for you.
So is
Jala-
it,
I don't even know. What,
Name it.
give me a
Name
name.
it.
Give me a name.
so
Yeah.
you want a name for it?
Yeah, I want a
All
name
right,
for it.
then I'll give you guys an extra point if you guys can give me the best name for it.
Ooh. All right.
OU sucks. Just go with that.
Sucks, okay.
What time is it? Oh, you still sucks.
Okay. 9:24.
Yep.
All right. OU sucks. OU sucks
OU
wins.
sucks.
And,
I like
what do you? So you get fried chicken inside a burger inside a pizza.
Yeah.
All right. Joe takes first 2 points. That's
pretty good.
week. Guys, this week, veteran Miami Marlins outfielder and 10-time Gold Glove Award winner Ichiro Suzuki fulfilled his lifetime dream of pitching in a Major League Baseball game. Ichiro allowed only 2 hits and 1 run in his debut. Guys, everyone wants to pitch when they grow up, so this naturally begs the question, what athlete from any sport do you want to see your team throw on the rubber? You can go any sport here, any athlete.
J.J. Watt. Like, if you think of like Dallas Keuchel being intimidating on the mound, like imagine J.J. Watt with like when he was like having that broken nose, and, like blood just streaming down from his face, throwing a 90-mile-an-hour curveball. You wouldn't even swing
90
it.
mile an hour curveball,
Yeah,
huh?
the dude just like throws everything.
that is pretty impressive.
He
in
practices
itself.
with he practices with the Astros sometimes, so that's logical.
Okay. So who do you guys get? Just any
I feel
athlete?
like,
You got basketball, hockey, football.
I feel like Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got the great arm, so
Crafty veteran.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Madelyn, what do you have?
I feel like Tim Tebow. He came to my mind.
awesome.
He's got that
Right in
like
the dirt.
sidearm, whatever that is. I feel like he was made for baseball, not football.
And Tebow actually recruited as a baseball player growing up, so you're getting the point on those two just because everybody loves Tim Tebow, or at least we do on College Crossfire, and it'd be a ton of fun. Good dude. All right, Tim Tebow gets the point, guys, but last question, anybody can take it home with this one, guys. So for our final question, we skate to the frozen ponds of the National Hockey League. Opening night is tonight, and while hockey may not be the most popular sport in Texas, it's time to test your knowledge. For the win, you will all be awarded 1 point for each hockey team you can name, and we'll see how many you can cover. So this ought to be a real challenge. I'm really looking forward to this one. So you just got to start naming off teams, and I'll keep a point of who has how many, and we'll see how many you guys get. See if we can fill out the entire NHL here.
Stars, Bruins,
Angels.
Calgary,
Are the Kings
the
a thing?
Canadians, the
Okay, this says fourth. You got Kings.
Who does Carrie Underwood's husband
the
play?
Sharks,
You got
the,
four.
I feel like
Five,
it's
six,
Ducks.
Five.
the Ducks, yeah.
Okay, one.
That's 2.
The Ducks.
I said
What's
Angels.
the first one?
You said Angels.
I don't think there's Angels.
Daredevils.
Oh, the Panthers,
The Wings.
I don't know. I like it. Maybe in minor
the
leagues.
Blackhawks, the
Okay, I don't even know. I've lost count honestly at this point. Eight.
the
Keep the train rolling here. See what you got. See
Who's
what you can get here.
Tennessee?
oh yeah, the Predators, the
Okay.
I
Coyotes,
feel like that's mine.
the
There you go.
is there, do the Thrashers still count? Are we
No, we're not going with Thrasher. So
The
you
Jets?
got okay. Okay. So for a follow-up to this, let's see how many hockey players you can name, if any. I honestly 3 might get the win here, but let's see
All
how
right.
many hockey players
Wayne
you
Gretzky.
can name. Okay. Doesn't currently play, but I love it. He's the GOAT. There's one. Wayne Gretzky.
Kari Lettinen, Jason Spezza,
Dallas Stars.
Isn't there like a Donovan?
JJ
Yeah.
Watt.
Jamie Benn,
I'm sure there's a Donovan somewhere.
Tyler Sagan,
Okay.
Johnny Oduya, and Patrick Sharp.
Okay, we got a Dallas Stars guy over here. Might as well name the entire. All right, any hockey players not on the Stars roster?
Hendrik Lundqvist,
Okay, no.
Crosby.
No Sidney Crosby, no Alex Ovechkin.
Yeah,
All right.
Ovechkin, yeah, right.
All right, guys. So, Joe, you're gonna get the win here for your hockey knowledge, but we got a couple minutes to chat around here. So, congrats on your first win, and let's talk a little bit about the game this weekend. Does Texas have a chance to pull it off here? And so, I need final scores from each of you before we get a chance to go over here.
38-35 Texas.
I love it. 17-point underdogs, or I believe 18-point underdogs at the time, and you've got Texas 38-35.
I mean, we played
What gives
close.
you the confidence?
We played close against Oklahoma State. We
Okay.
played close against Cal. We just came down like mental errors. If we fix that, we could beat Oklahoma, you know.
Okay, Oklahoma
you
number
got
10.
a
So we got a 38-35. One is on the Texas bandwagon. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna say 35-20. Oklahoma.
Oh, that
Unfortunately.
sounds good to me.
I'm positive, but I'm a realist. You know, they're not gonna get it together that quickly. And,
I appreciate you keeping it real.
You know, hey.
I appreciate that. Luqman's always keeping it real. Madelyn, you keeping it real?
I mean, hey, I didn't think Case McCoy was going to win, but it happened. 27-21 Texas. If we want to be optimistic.
All right, excellent. So, do we have time for Joe's rapid fire? Nope, no time for Joe's rapid. Sorry, Joe. You'll be back. We'll have plenty of time for your rapid fire in the future. Joe Morris, first-time winner. Joe, congratulations, and a great job by Luqman and Madelyn as well, guys. That's going to do it for Week 6 in the fall semester of 2015. Watch us every Wednesday night live at 9 p.m. And keep up with us on social media. New social media guy tonight, killing it, at College X-Fire. Catch up on the latest Longhorn sports news Monday nights at 9:30 on College Press Box. Check them out on Twitter at College Press Box. Joe Morris is your champion. A big thanks to Luqman and to Madelyn, everyone in Studio Master Control making this happen. And a special thanks to every one of you for spending part of your Wednesday night with us. Until next week, from the 40 Acres, I'm your host, Reese Miller. Have an outstanding Wednesday night.